Did you guys ever buy like fitted hats?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I just
Oh.
found out I've been buying the wrong size the entire time. I'm kind of sad about it.
Well, it depends on your hair too, though. No.
How do you just
Facts.
find this out? How old are you?
Well, I bought a hat and I always wear 7 3/8, but this hat just fits big, bro. And then I have a 7 1/4, and it just fits good, but also it's like mighty broken in. Like a buddy gave it to me and he wore it like not a lot, but he wore it and it feels warm, but it looks good.
Bro, it's probably because it's got to be like his head size or his hair. Because like when my hair grows really long, you got to keep like extending that snapback, dude.
No, this isn't.
He's talking about fitted.
I know, but even with fitted, dude, it's gonna get stretched out.
Like this.
But when he gets a haircut, say he buzzes it, he's gonna have to dial that back. But if it was fitted, it'd probably be stretched out.
I don't
Bro, I can't wear
my
hats because my hat just goes up this way.
Your
Because
your
my
hair is
hair.
different though. Like my hair, it doesn't really affect the width of my head. I don't really have to adjust my hat for that.
Dude,
Yeah,
I grow this shit out long sometimes though.
It's just weird because like I've worn 7 3/8, but like that, maybe it's just that hat. That hat.
You're just
fits
an
you.
idiot. It says here that your head quits growing around the age of 18 to 20.
Dude, I don't
No.
know what it is. That hat just fits me like it fits so good. This one does too, but they both are different sizes. It's weird.
Guys grow
What
the
size is
fastest,
that?
bro. That's why little kids have such big heads.
It's probably the sizing. It's like when you buy shirts from companies and you can buy the same size of shirt at the same company and it'll probably fit different. Have you ever noticed that?
The quality's
Yes.
different.
Same as shoes.
It's
Nike,
fucking whack.
Nike sweaters, the worst.
I don't know, bro. I have an Oski sweater, and bro, sweater. It's probably my favorite sweater.
I didn't say
It fits me
Oski.
like it's a Nike sweater.
It's some bullshit, dude.
No, it really is.
No,
It's
I
just
got
what it
like
is.
4 Nike sweaters, and they're all like either like really like this way, but not long enough.
I like
you're
them short,
fucking
bro,
fat?
so
What?
You're
I
fat.
like them short.
You're fat. No, they're not. They're not long enough.
Oh, they're
Too wide and they're not long enough.
They're too
Yeah.
wide. That means you're fat.
No,
If that's your
have you ever
problem.
put on what? That didn't make any
They're-
sense.
They don't.
They just don't fit him.
There's no
I'm just-
large
I'm-
tall. There's just a large.
I'm messing around with you. I get what
I
you're
fucking
saying.
hate you, bro.
You know what? I want to show off my
I've never
content,
had
bro.
experience with
Nothing wrong
Nike
with that.
sweatshirts.
Don't shame Jacob.
Eddie is the guy that comes on this podcast every week and sits here and says, I don't buy at Amazon, big corporation. This motherfucker buys a Nike sweatshirt. These things are made in sweatshops in China. Like,
To be fair, I think
welcome to Uninformed, where the hypocrites live.
Guilty.
On this week's episode, we're gonna complain about the size of clothing when in some countries they don't even have. They have to wear the losers apparel from our sports teams that got second place.
Oh yeah,
I should.
Like
I
that
would wear that, bro.
like that Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl. Could you? Fuck.
I should go get some of that gear, some of that Broncos gear when they lost.
Put it on eBay.
Mm.
Just tell yourself they won, bro.
Huh?
Could you imagine how much?
You
that would
imagine
be?
if I walked up to like some Chiefs fan and they're
Probably
like
convince
dogging
somebody,
on me,
dude.
and I'm like, oh yeah, remember when we beat the Seahawks, bitch, in the Super Bowl?
Gaslight the fuck out of him.
They're like, where did you get that? That's not even real.
bro?
Oh, it's
Could
real.
you imagine like okay scenario? Let's say some kid from Nigeria came across wearing this Broncos Super Bowl. What was it? 45, 43? I can't remember. Sure, you know,
I think
he's
it
a big
was
Broncos,
That's my point.
47.
and he's a big Broncos fan, right? And something like that. And he's over there talking shit to you because you're wearing Seahawks gear. Obviously, roles are reversed, right? He's like, my team beat your team, you know. Are you really gonna crush this kid's dream? This shirt kept him warm on those cold Nigerian nights? Or are you just gonna shit on him and welcome him to America?
Oh, he's getting shit on still. 100%.
I knew that was the answer.
That's the only thing that you can do. You're in America, you know. Hey, we feel sorry for you, but get shit on.
Yeah, shit
What's-
on.
What's XLV III 48?
Probably.
27. 10,
What's
10,
L? What's
minus
L?
10,
L
plus 2,
is it?
minus
L's
3,
50, isn't it?
plus 8.
Mason, shut up. Jesus Christ, you just made
It's
me lose my fucking train of thought.
48. It's 48.
48.
Yes.
So what's the L? 20?
50.
That means they took a loss, dude.
The hell's 50, I'm pretty sure.
L's 50.
Roman numerals are weird, bro.
Wait, L's 50,
whack.
so it's XLV.
So it's 10 before 50, and then you do like the last numbers.
God,
So 40 something.
You think
this
the
episode's already unhinged.
Is
man.
V the
Somebody-
last one? Then it's
No.
45.
It's XLVIII. So yeah, you're right.
48. That's 48.
So stupid.
Damn,
These guys
same,
are.
dude.
Do you think the Roman numerals were made by the Romans?
Greek
What?
Romans?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Think so?
Do you think the drink Canada Dry was made in Canada?
No,
No,
probably not.
probably by PepsiCo. The
Where are they based out of?
Yeah, the ancient Romans.
Not
definitely.
Canada.
Thing.
It's so funny we're talking about this. I just started my humans worldview class, and we're learning about
That's
bullshit.
Mesopotamia and
Ancient
ancient
Mesopotamia.
Egypt.
Egypt is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be a time period that I would like to go back to just to see like what it was like.
The Egyptians.
Isn't that like
Yeah.
Iraq, Kuwait, Turkey, and Syria or something like that?
yeah, Mesopotamia. It's where Iraq is now.
Shush.
Was Cleopatra?
They invented the
black or
wheel.
no?
The wheel, the
Mhm.
Wheel of Fortune.
3500 BCE. Hey, get informed on this episode.
So what does BCE actually mean?
Before Common Era.
I thought it was before Christ.
No, BC is before Christ. That's what
A
Christians
BCE,
use,
right?
and then the rest of the world does BCE.
Bro,
Oh,
that's
common.
yeah. I always thought it like meant Christ.
I think it's before Common Era.
but I knew it didn't.
Or common or current. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Before what's
before the
happening now.
common. Before current era,
Yeah. Well, that's another term.
common era. Yeah,
used.
before Common Era.
I thought this was gonna be a fact check type of
Mesopotamia
podcast, guys.
is responsible for
We're trying to get informed, bro. That's why
creating
we're doing this.
the 60 minutes and the hours and the 360 degrees.
Or
That's what I've
Hmm.
learned so far. Actually, I learned a lot of stuff, but
it sounds like a lot of history. That's right up my alley.
it's interesting to think about. But yeah, it would be so interesting to live during that time and just see kind of what a day-to-day, like what the day-to-day looks like.
Uh,
And you just live in this, you live in this society where they praise gods and they just like I was listening to the I don't know if it's like the kings or the pharaohs or whatever, but they just like make new gods and they pretty much like try and wipe out the existence of previous gods. So weird.
also, wasn't
Wait, what? Are you
like slave
talking about a
trading
movie?
pretty prominent too?
No, this was back in the day.
Yeah,
in
slave
Egypt.
trading was definitely especially
Really
in Egypt.
prominent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd want to go back there because they just might put your ass in a cage and all of a sudden you're building the pyramids.
Mid 17th century. Dang.
You know, that would suck.
Yeah, it'd be fascinating, bro.
Fascinating.
like
You guys find
just
out it's
to-
actually me that built the pyramids, bro. It was Mason this whole time. He traveled back in time.
that would be a trip. That would actually be like a good movie to make. Somebody
Crazy.
currently living remembers like their past lives, and they can like detail
Oh,
it.
don't give away our
Like
secrets. bro.
like they fell down the stairs and ended up in a coma, and then they went back in time and some bullshit,
Start writing the script.
and then they woke up.
But I mean,
No, they didn't wake up.
Oh,
isn't it like, can't you be like hypnotized? I've read this. You people like have been hypnotized, yeah. And they freaking they go and they're able to see like past lives that they've lived. Now, whether it's true, I don't know, but
should
Yeah, I don't
try
I've
it.
heard of that before.
Hypnotism is a crazy thing because
It
they can
is,
just
bro.
like say stuff and make you believe it.
Is it
Kind of,
real?
bro.
Do you think it's real?
Bro, I feel like it is real.
I do think it's
I think
real.
it's real.
If there's one thing that I'd like to try,
I don't think that it is real like at shows and stuff. Like I feel like that's not real at the fairs, you know?
do you think I could get
But, like
hypnotized
actual hypnotism.
and have them make me believe I'm right-handed and I'd write my name perfectly?
We need to find
Thoughts?
out, bro. Let's
Mm,
get a hypnotist. We'll test it.
that's interesting.
That should be nuts.
Next thing we know, we never see Jake again.
No, dude, I can't snap
If
out
you-
of it, dude. I'm just right-handed for the rest of my life, dude.
If you think about that though, like I'm obviously it's a bit more extreme, but could you like hypnotize someone who's in a wheelchair and be like your legs really do work?
Maybe that's what Jesus did. He was a hypnotist,
Yeah.
bro.
It's probably what Hitler did too.
He's just like, you can walk.
What did Hitler hypnotize people to do?
You can use your legs again.
What do you mean? He hypnotized people to follow him.
I
All
think
those
that's
fucking
more.
people.
I don't know if they I don't know if the term hypnotized is.
I think we're reaching on some of these categories.
I'm kidding. He was just a very good spokesman.
He's
very
Persuasive.
good.
He could sell
He was a
water
very
for
good
fish, bro.
orator.
Yeah. He's like,
charismatic.
He's
Tell
a,
me this pen.
he was a
we're
meth
gonna
addict.
gather up all of these people. Imagine like hearing that, bro. And how did he get followers? Like, how does
And
that
how
start?
How did he convince
don't-
so many people to
don't
hate
know.
one group of people? It's crazy.
I think it's because there's a
Mm-hmm.
history of like the Jews not being like the Jews just being slaves. I think that they got I think that's another society or civilization that we're looking at as like the ancient Hebrews or whatever. Hebrews. And they were like but they were all slaves for Egypt too, I think, right? I don't know.
I
I'm
don't know.
still learning about
I
it.
have no clue.
Yeah, I knew a couple guys from Jerusalem. They were pretty. They were pretty about it, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they deserve to run the media.
Yeah, the
And-
Egyptians appear to have called them Hebrews and enslaved them. Israelites.
Dang, bro, they just seem like they've been getting shit on for.
That's
since
what I
all
mean. That's what I
eternity.
mean. They were that's who the Egyptians would enslave, or the Hebrews.
Yeah,
It's for me it's hard to understand. They have like different names, like Jews were Hebrews, Israelites or Palestinians are all like from the same area, but they have different.
The name just changed.
Yeah, it's so confusing. I don't understand it.
and I assume you wouldn't want to get them mixed up because they've been fighting each other on it for like, hundreds of years.
There
So
was
they'd
just
probably
a
get pissed off if you
huge,
convince them.
yeah, there was just a huge situation that just happened the other day. What was I reading about? I can't remember. I don't really understand all of it though.
I need to be like, I'm more of like a visual kind of person, so I'd need to like see a breakdown of like, this is these
Yeah.
people, these are these people, this is what happened. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel you. It doesn't really make a whole lot of I don't really get all of it. I tried to look it up and I was like, are we just fighting to fight? Is that what's going on?
I feel like, well, think about it. Why are most wars started? Because of land,
There's power,
Uh,
man.
land, and you don't believe in my God, and really those two factors.
I don't like you.
So
You know,
what is
You made
this?
fun of me.
Israel withdraws troops from West Bank militant stronghold and warns 2-day raid is not a one-off. So Israeli military withdrew its troops from a militant stronghold in the occupied West Bank on Wednesday, ending an intense 2-day operation that killed at least 12 Palestinians. So there was just, this all just happened like a day, 2 days ago. But I don't really get it, man. But it's like a big problem. I mean, if you choose one side, then you have like people coming at you.
you ever watch House of Saddam on HBO? You should watch it. It's really good.
Those show's
Yes, sir.
confusing, man.
It's super good. The dude who plays Saddam Hussein is such a good actor.
I'll have to check it
But it's
out.
pretty much
Maybe
it's
it's
pretty
really
much how he
him.
came to power. Yeah. It's super good though. I was really impressed by it. But
You
yeah,
have to have a
man.
different type of mindset to be as brutal as those guys.
I think honestly, I think there has to be a little bit of like narcissism, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking about this when like when I started this class, because like the one thing that I've noticed is like with the ancient civilizations, like there were empires, and they would of course like spread out and try and conquer as many of their neighbors as they could. And eventually it got to a point where it was like too widespread. It was like they couldn't maintain it, and eventually the empire fell. And I was thinking about how very similar I feel like the United States situation is. Like if you think about the type of plays and what we do, like we are stationed throughout the world. Do you think it ever gets to a point where it's too much to maintain and people get sick of it, and like we're the next empire that's overthrown?
Is the United States really
Yeah.
an empire though?
Yes, 100%.
When I think of empires, I think of more like, there's obviously the president, right? But more like I think of dynasties and family.
But it's just like a
Passed
current.
on.
It's like a current empire.
Yeah, I could
Like
be. I could
it's
just.
it's just modern times.
Yeah, I could be obviously simplifying it, right, or complicating it, whatever. But yeah, I just never really thought of like. I guess you would think a democracy wouldn't be an empire, but I mean, probably is because it's all whack anyway.
I don't think
Anyway.
it's being I don't think it's a democracy and an empire are two different things. The democracy is like the politics of it, where you don't have one person who's constantly in power of that country. An empire is essentially just trying to expand and conquer whoever is around you. And
Yet there's usually one person behind that, though.
it's not usually just one person. It's
king?
usually a person who's in charge, who has other leadership and generals, or agencies. You could look at the CIA, FBI, you could all look at those as different. Like think about where all of these agencies have bases at, or are conducting intelligence in. That's just an extension of the power of whoever is in control of the United States. I'm talking about the United States just as a whole, as an empire.
Yeah. No, again, like I said before, I think of empires, like I think of like Genghis Khan and Napoleon and all those cats, right? They built that, they had that.
Those are dictators. Those are the people that are in charge.
It was still an empire, though. They built that, right? They conquered all those surrounding areas.
I understand that, but you're saying an empire in the type of like politics that they engage in are two different things. Politics are what like Genghis Khan establishes his dominance, like he's in control. But there's no elections. There's not like he's the one who's in charge. But his goal is to put more of his people and other people that he probably delegates things to in charge of to go out and spread and conquer these other civilizations.
So like the Mormon religion is an empire.
So
They
the
send
empire could
missionaries out.
be, yeah, the empire could be
Could be.
anything.
Trying to take
just
over.
Trying to, yeah. But think like, I was just look at all of these places that the United States has military bases set up in.
It's not as much as I thought.
Damn near everywhere, except for the places that like Russia and China, where we have like terrible relationships with.
They really have none in South America.
I think that they just probably not.
That's crazy.
But that's the thing, is these are just ones that we know about. Who knows what other type of shit that they're conducting?
So they're trying to invade more space.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't China on its way to becoming like the world's power government?
That's what they want you to think, bro, until we take over.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe,
Expand the empire.
man. They're trying to change the currency standard that they use, I think. So it's not the United States dollar.
I don't know, man. I
Isn't it like yen
definitely
that they
think
want to
there's-
use or something like that?
I think they, I
Huh?
mean,
Yen.
yeah.
I
Like they wanted to use
I
yen
don't
to
know
buy
enough
oil.
about all of that stuff, but I do know, like, to me, I feel like America is just like we're stretching ourselves thin. Like when I think about those empires, like it just got too much where it was unmanageable, and eventually like think about how much we're giving to Ukraine, and all of our like ammunition, things like defense stuff, like we're giving them a shit ton of stuff that if something were to happen to us, are we going to have enough that we can actually fight back?
Maybe
As the longer that it drags on, it just gets worse for us too.
maybe that's the plan. Maybe China's in our pockets.
Could be. I mean, it's scary to think about, but I think
You
that's another thing too. Like whenever I think about the situation, I wonder if it's like the United States is like, all right, we have to win this, because if we don't, we're kind of in a shitty position to
Yeah,
make
man.
any
I
type
don't
of
know.
calls.
Okay, I hear the word empire and I'm just thinking there's a Darth Vader behind the current. So it's not even Darth Vader, it's Emperor Palpatine. He's the guy, and then Darth Vader's like one of the generals, right? He's like the guy, go do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we just need to figure out who that guy is. Who's the guy who runs
So,
the whole
yeah.
world?
Who's behind it?
Who's behind it all? That's the real.
Russell Brand, bro. That guy be
Brand.
like speaking like some crazy shit. You ever listen to him talk?
Sometimes.
Those guys that like BlackRock and Vanguard.
I don't know. How did we get here? I was
Uh,
looking. Last thing I looked up was how does hypnosis work?
Oh, you see, talk about hypnosis, and then we talk about government hand in hand. People just
Talk about
going
government
through
too,
life.
yeah.
You said something about Hitler, I think.
Oh yeah, true. Hypnosis is. It says it's often misunderstood and not widely used, so it's probably not real.
Sounds
Is a
like cover-up
genuine
to me.
a genuine psychological therapy process.
What they want you to think.
Just underlining mental hurdles.
Doesn't sound like it's probably a real thing.
Probably just sleep it off, whatever you're concerned about. Probably a lot cheaper.
Like, do you really think that there are those people out there that when they say like some wacky phrase like, fish nuts in a jar, all of a sudden they switch and they're like, all of a sudden like the killer that they trained to be
if they've
comes
been
out?
brainwashed, bro. If
Yeah,
they've been brainwashed by the
some
Russian
winter
government.
soldier. That's some winter soldier bullshit.
Yeah. yeah, exactly like that, right? You don't think there's a possibility for that?
You
I
saw
feel
his
like that.
keywords.
Could happen.
I
Trigger
think that
word.
could happen. Yeah. And all of a sudden they're like freaking out, you know? I'm just saying,
Going
especially with
ballistic.
how much crazy shit's going on.
What's your trigger word, Eddie?
Uh,
Mesopotamia.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't know.
Start fucking hitting my
Start flipping your,
computer.
start flipping your desk and shit.
Start slamming it, dude. Smack down on the keyboard. I've always
Jesus
wanted to. I
Christ.
think one day when I'm just had it, I'm just gonna smack down on my keyboard and just have the keys pop up. I've always wanted to try that out.
Bro, they have this room that you can go to and you pay to just smash it, you know? It's called Smash It. But they
I've
had
heard of
keyboards
that.
in there. They had keyboards in there, and that was like the most satisfying thing ever. I would just grab the keyboard, bash it.
That would be that and a guitar. They have a guitar.
And they
in
had
there?
like they had sledgehammers you could use.
I want to break a
Just
TV, dude. I
bust
don't know
stuff.
why. You just
Hey,
never
do
mentally
you-
think about
TV
busting
would
a
be
TV
sick.
because they're expensive.
Are
Like
you
one of
in
the
there
old
with
box
like?
ones, bro.
Are you in there with a group of people?
Yeah, you can take people in with you.
If you
Like
hurt one of them.
whoever you come with, you know. You don't have to go by yourself. They make you wear like protective stuff, but
That would be
And
fun
then
to
you're
go
just
to.
over there.
it's just pretty fun.
You're just bashing shit, and yelling, "Fuck you, Dale! Fuck you!"
It's kind of like I don't know if they have this thing where you can like bring your own stuff, but they have like bins there, and then they weigh whatever you take, and that's how you pay. They have like bins full of junk. You just go find random shit.
That would be a
Jeez,
lot of
man.
fun. Take a group there, have a nice little group date. Get crazy.
Get crazy.
Or like that place that you and I went to, Mason, in Colorado.
The
The
Meow Wolf
museum.
place.
That place was a
That
trip.
thing. Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Yeah, I
What's it
still don't
called?
really understand it. I'm like,
Meow Wolf.
it's like I don't even know how to explain it to people. It's like an art museum with just a bunch of random ass crazy ideas in it. And it's like
Yeah.
separated in different room. Like I think each person has like a room that they can go crazy in.
They also have like storylines kind of connected to them.
Yeah, some of them
You
did.
can like
Is it-
pay. You can pay for the extra thing. Get like the card, and you scan it on stuff that you see when you're walking around.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
They have like a story to it. We
pretty
didn't do
fun.
that. We were still there for like 3 hours, bro.
Is it like a
Yeah,
historic
we
building
were
or
there for a
something?
while.
Is it what?
A historic building or something?
No. They just like built them. There's one in Vegas. I think it just opened that year that we were there, right?
Yeah,
The one in Denver.
mom went to the one in Vegas.
Yeah. She was telling me about it. It was different. It's different than the one that's in Denver.
It's because the people in Denver psychotic, probably.
Speaking of psychotic, I saw an article saying that San Francisco is becoming a ghost town. There's no way there's some truth to that, right?
People belling out. I wouldn't be surprised. The homeless.
Yeah,
I think the homelessness is scaring people away.
Like it's literally like this dude was recording like in downtown and it was empty. And it was like 2:00 in the afternoon. And there's just buildings boarded up.
I don't know.
Probably, there's probably
I
talk
I
about
wouldn't
it.
want to live there.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound appealing.
The
Dude,
roads just
kinda-
look like a trip to me. To be honest.
It's kind of crazy to think about, dude. Like people just when they park, now they just leave their car windows like rolled down and trunks popped. So they're not just smashing windows.
For real?
They're just enabling the
They're
thieves.
just,
They're,
they're
like,
just like,
yeah, I don't care, bro. Just take my shit. You're gonna break my
Well,
window anyways.
you could just
If you don't
not
have anything in there,
have anything in there.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
I'm just hotwire the
But-
car real quick.
I'd leave them some snacks, bro. That's all they want.
Yeah, until they freaking eat them chips in the front seat of your car.
The soup
I'd be
kitchen.
pissed. Oh, yeah. Was it Dirty Mike and the Boys?
Boys.
Yeah, bro, that shit pissed me off. I'm like, I'll leave some snacks in my car, and then you come back and there's freaking chips all over the floor. I'm like, you sons of bitches.
I feel like that's one of the worst things
can
too.
just-
Like, there's nothing worse than having leftovers or something that you're looking forward to eating, bro, and then you get home or something and they're gone.
That is
It's like, bro, I was gonna eat that shit, and
that's
it
my
was
trigger
so
word. That's
fucking
my
good.
trigger word right there, bro. That's my trigger word.
Which one?
Someone eats my leftovers and I'm throwing fists, even if it's my kids, man. It's over.
I can't say I've ever had that.
You've never had somebody like eat something that was in the fridge
And you're like,
Not
and you're
like
like
one
waiting
wanted
for
that.
it. Like you went to school one day and you're like, damn man, I'm so hungry. Oh, I got leftovers from last night. Oh shit, can't wait to go home. You go home, open up that fridge, you're ready to get to town on that thing, and it's gone.
I think the only thing I can
No.
get frustrated about is like if I buy like a gallon of milk and I'm coming home and it's gone, then I'm gonna get pissed off.
like someone poured it out because that shit's expired or something.
That sounds like some gay shit.
I love milk.
No, I'm just kidding.
I love milk.
I don't know anybody who drinks milk.
If that, if it is
That's
what
this guy.
I don't know. Yeah, this
Mason,
guy's
you
over here
drink milk?
drinking-
Yes, a bill.
He's drinking
I've
the
never
whole
seen
too,
Mason
bro.
drink. I've never seen Mason drink milk before.
Stronger bones, fool.
Yo,
Easy calories,
There we go.
and it's good for you.
yo,
Like,
slurping down some milk? Tell me that doesn't sound a little suspect.
Depends how it's prepared.
If it's suspect, bro.
I like
call
it-
me
I like
freaking
it room temp.
Liberace.
He likes.
What?
There's
Oh,
no
that's-
shot
there's-
you like your milk.
There's
room
more-
temperature.
Room temp, bro.
there's more
No
flavor, bro.
way.
You can taste it better.
You
There's
had
more
me
flavor.
until you said that, bro.
So you could chug it faster.
Mason's like, I can't wait.
More
He's
flavor,
like,
yeah.
I gotta wait for there to be a little bit of chunks in there.
No chunks. No
Chew up,
chunks.
turn into boba.
But
He's
you
like,
just sip it like this.
Yeah, that's
I've never heard
wild,
that,
bro.
Yeah, I've never heard that in my life. Hey man, it's
That's
good. I'm gonna
worse
have to try it
than-
out.
That's worse than Eddie with milk and tamales, bro. That's a weird ass combo.
Milk and
Dude,
tamales
I
with
think-
what kind of meat or like what's in the tamale?
It's just regular ass pork.
you know what?
I don't know. I might have to try that, bro. I feel like that could be good.
I don't.
Because tamales are kind of dry sometimes, bro. You can get some milk with it.
Throw some Cholula on it, bro.
I don't think it's really
True.
a bad combo. If you like milk, I just don't like milk. Like I'm not just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna drink a glass of milk.
About some Oreos and milk.
I just eat Oreos. If I'm just gonna eat an Oreo.
I can't
What?
just eat an Oreo.
Yeah, no way, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's the chocolatiness.
I'll go
I
fuck
like the
myself
thin
then.
the thin ones are good. Have you ever had those?
The
I'll eat
thin
those by
ones?
themselves. Yeah, they're like
Um,
the cookie's thinner. There's probably
I don't know. I like the cream part. I like the cream part of the
Like the
Oreo.
double stuff, probably.
Yeah, you would.
Oh no, not me.
Yeah,
not me,
that's-
no,
that's
never,
suspect
never,
too.
never. That's just why I heard. I just heard
What are you
they
talking
got good
about?
ratings.
What
Oreo
did?
thins.
Oh,
Damn, those
Oreos
things
always
look
sound
flat
good.
as fuck, dude. They look
them
good.
and
Oreo-
Nutter Butters, bro.
Yeah, Oreo is my favorite flavor of like everything. Ice cream, candy bars.
Oh yeah, cookies and cream
Yeah,
type
bro.
stuff.
I get down on
So
some cookies
good.
and cream.
I think Chips Ahoy are my go-to cookie of
The
choice.
chunky ones, dude. The brown one, the brown box.
No,
Oh, all right.
I used to
never
like
mind.
the red box, the chewy
the
ones.
chewy
a lot.
ones.
Yeah,
There's no way you said chunky.
the brown
Nobody-
ones. Sam,
nobody
was
gets
I
that-
the-
like the
no,
regular
they use the
ones,
chunky
the
ones.
blue ones too.
I get the chunky ones.
Just the
asshole.
original.
Never bought a
Chunky.
box.
The
of-
chunky, is it like just bigger
Chips
chunks
Ahoy in
of
my life.
chocolate?
It's just a thicker cookie, I think.
He
Chunks
likes
in
them
it.
thick.
Oh,
Chunky,
that
what is it?
like it's
Chips
just a
Ahoy?
regular Chips Ahoy, but it's thicker.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
That boy wants a Megan the Stallion.
I'm not
Make sure
mad at
she-
it.
Make sure she be using them baby wipes, bro. You could eat a bowl of oatmeal out of there.
Bigger chocolate chips in him too. What?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what we're talking about. If we're still talking about cookies or if we're talking about eating booties.
Eating groceries.
Yeah, eating groceries for sure.
Yeah.
Bulk
Need to
and
go
see-
We're both
grocery shopping.
relatable. Don't we all?
The pantry is empty.
Yeah, bro. Jeez, bro. Now it's some Oreos. That sounds good now.
What'd you guys eat? What'd you guys eat today?
See, I can't even remember. What did I eat? Maybe I just had some chicken, bro, to be honest with you.
Just
Yeah.
chicken.
Chicken and rice.
Did you cook it?
Yeah.
Did you microwave
Yeah.
it?
Right. No. Oh, it was leftovers from yesterday. Did have a bagel earlier. Like earlier.
I had some milk and some turkey and some nuts and some cheese and a yogurt and a banana and a protein shake with more yogurt and banana.
Damn.
Fucking love it.
That's pretty good.
Actually,
Honestly,
didn't
I
eat
used to
dinner. I
grab-
was kind of waiting, but
You gotta get some dinner in you. I used to get them protein shakes, like the powder, and I used to put it like in the blender with the banana and some milk and some ice, and then just crush it all up. It was pretty good.
yeah, that's what I do. I don't put ice in it though, because I like my
Yeah,
shit room
just-
temperature.
What is wrong with you, man?
It just makes it thicker too. I like it thick.
Like that thick boy. Thick boy.
I had a burrito.
What kind of burrito? Talk to me.
Burrito.
Talk.
We need the
Spicy
details.
pork.
Was the meat juicy?
Spicy
pretty good.
pork.
Spicy pork? Is that what you guys
Yeah.
said?
Spicy pork
Mm.
with some
That's-
rice and
That's
beans.
just dangerous,
and
dude.
there
Spicy
any
pork is
cheese?
dangerous.
Crema.
I get no rice. I just get beans.
So
Beans-
spicy
beans and
pork,
pork?
beans, and crema.
Just like a regular ass burrito, like you would get, but no rice.
Well, what's the rest
So
of the
sour
stuff?
cream.
So
Lettuce?
sour cream.
I feel like everyone makes
Lettuce.
burritos
Guacamole?
differently though.
Yeah, all these joints make burritos differently. Like one time,
Yeah, that's
I
why
was in
you're supposed to
California.
tell us.
That's what I was wanting you to specify
Yeah.
because you're like, just what you get in a burrito. Like, what do you mean? What do you
We're on
mean
a
burrito?
podcast, Eddie.
Like-
You gotta be giving details. You gotta be letting the people know out there who are not watching the video
Cheese.
on YouTube. If you are watching the video on YouTube, hit the thumbs up,
What kind of cheese?
subscribe.
That's my
But you
question.
gotta give the details to the people who are listening, people who are driving on their way to work.
Yeah,
them
it's
know.
cheese,
Spicy.
sour cream, lettuce, spicy pork, lots of beans, and
Yeah.
some salsa.
Yeah, you guys like
That's really
that.
it.
That sounds fire.
That's pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah. Every time I go and
Bro.
eat with Jake, bro, and this guy eats gets a burrito, I like know his order by heart.
Can visualize it in my
You
mouth.
guys get the same shit.
Who?
What's wrong with
Chicken
chicken?
burrito, no onions or sour cream.
Look
Why do
here.
they just put onions on the
Oh,
burrito, by the way?
onions?
What kind of Hispanic joint puts just onions? Aren't onions part of the cilantro and the salsa?
It's usually on tacos, but I usually don't. I don't think I've ever got a burrito that had onions in it.
Same. Wait, what? I meant
LJ's is the only
cilantro,
place.
Cilantro. I've never had cilantro in a burrito, but in my tacos here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I've never had,
You just said
Um,
onions in your burrito. They always put onions in your burrito.
dude. I feel like I never get them.
No, most places don't just put onions. It's usually onions are part of like the salsa. Like if they put like a chunky, like a salsa pico.
Like a mild sauce or something. Medium
Yeah, I never
small.
got like straight onions in a burrito.
Yeah,
I
I was
usually
just
only
thinking
get them
about
in
that.
the
It's kinda weird.
tacos.
Tacos for sure.
Tacos. Tacos sound good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tacos do
You
Talk
know
about
what
food-
sucks
talk about
when you
food
get
so much.
tacos, bro? and they just put like you're just having like an onion taco, and you're just like, you motherfuckers. Like,
There's
you ever
no
get
meat?
that? There's no meat. Yeah,
You're talking about
just
Taco
onion.
Bell?
I try to avoid those places.
You know who doesn't put meat in their
I like-
tacos? Taco Bell, bro. They'd be holding out.
I avoid
gotta ask
Taco
for
Bell
extra
like the
protein.
plague,
Like
bro.
this section's the meat, and then like this is the fucking hard shell.
Costs are high
Oh,
right
yeah.
now for people, man.
These guys are jipping people.
Business
I-
is rough.
Do you want to double the meat for 50 cents? It's like, dude, it's the same shit, dude. It's the same amount. Same
Yeah, I
amount.
avoid Taco Bell, bro.
You could just
I
be
got
like,
so sick of.
Taco-
just be like, can you just add a little more meat? That's not enough. Don't ask for double meat. Just be like, that's not that much.
But
Just
no,
call
but
it-
then they
hey,
ask
call
you,
them
they're like,
out.
so you want to add double meat?
Like, can you just
No,
make
can
them
you
No,
just
can you
give
just
me
put
the
a little
proper
extra on
portion?
it, please?
Yeah, can you just give me the proper portion and quit being greedy? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You want a good review on Yelp? Lace it up.
Bro, it's crazy though, because like I
You're
never
over
thought
there.
about as a kid, I never thought about how like different fast food restaurants that are the same, like a Wendy's and a Wendy's in a different location can be like completely different. Like the food tastes different, the food tastes better, or it could taste worse.
Yeah, it's bizarre because even for
I just-
us. Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was just gonna say, like, we just like when we go to Starbucks, we'll go to the one that's inside of the Safeway location because the girl, like, I don't know if they just make them better or they
She actually knows what
whatever
she's
it is.
doing.
Yeah,
like a coffee fanatic or something?
maybe that's not a good comparison because I think there's a proper way that you can make coffees and you can mess them up.
I think it's.
You
I
can
think
Is
that's
it
a
kinda
good. I
like-
mean, if
Would you say like a
it's
barista is
the
kind of
same
like a
if you go to a
bartender?
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
same thing.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe that's not a good comparison for fast food
it could
because
I
they
don't
should all
know.
be the same.
I didn't know that you could ask for double beef in a burrito or something like that.
What, bro?
Dude, I haven't been to Taco Bell in like three years.
That's a
Actually, I was
lie.
talking to Robert. No,
Me
I'm
and
being
you
serious.
went, bro. Me and you went.
When?
You
When
weren't talking.
Eddie
You
was
weren't talking
drunk.
to me.
The last time I went was with you and Caesar, and then I went to Seattle and I was
That's 2 years
talking to
ago.
Robert. Yeah, that was the last time I went, and then I went one
That
more
was a year
time
and
after
that was
that.
a year and a half ago.
No, it was longer than a year and a half ago.
That was
I was
last
like-
month.
Dude, it was last year.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Was it last year?
It was last year, bro.
I swear it was longer than that.
Time flies when you have a good time.
Well, anyway, that was the last time because I got sick as a dog. Like the time after, I was actually talking to Robert that night. I was like,
Not
"Fuck, man,
true.
I think I'm." Yeah, I was. Oh my gosh, I was talking to you, and I was like, "Bro, I am so sick from this Taco Bell."
I don't remember.
thought it
I
was-
don't remember that
I
conversation.
thought it was cherries and milk or some bullshit.
No, that was like 2 weeks ago. That was last week.
Oh, fuck, my bad.
But yeah, I didn't know. But the double meat, I never got. What they just like, "Can I get double meat?" And like, throw your dick in it. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Wait, they're gonna put your dick in it, or they're gonna put their dick in it?
Yeah, could
There's
you
a big
imagine?
difference, bro. Big difference.
You're going through the drive-through. You want double meat? Yeah, can you throw your dick in it?
I don't think I've ever asked for double meat at Taco Bell. I have it like Chipotle,
Yeah.
Chipotle, dude.
where you just have them like
I
throw
don't
on
really
some
go
extra
there.
steak.
Dude,
But
we had a Chipotle here and I couldn't even go to it because it wasn't even open for that long.
Yeah.
I haven't been there
Chipotle
for a
was-
while.
Fucking
The one
blinked
in
and they
Twin-
closed
Yeah, the one in Twin opened and then closed like
super quick.
a month later, maybe.
Because it's
I
not
like-
good.
You think maybe it's because there's more Hispanics out here and you're out there and they're actually getting real burritos rather than a Chipotle burrito?
I mean,
Probably.
there's a lot of Hispanics over here, and Chipotle's thriving.
Is it?
So
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Because out in Washington, they were killing it. But there's not a lot of paisa out there.
Probably because the Hispanics are working at Chipotle and not opening taco trucks. Just my 2 cents.
true. Speaking of Hispanics, why don't we get into some engaging topics? I was just reading that there was cocaine found in the White House. Oh, and by referring to
Hell yeah.
Hispanics, I meant cartel. Hispanics, cocaine. That's a connection. Not bad.
Oh, it was the pinche It was the maid, bro.
You think
It's
it
a
was
big
the
house.
maid?
Yeah, it's a big house. She
I
got
bet it
screamed
was.
at.
I bet it was Biden's
That's
ass.
probably
trying to-
everyone, dude.
This one just
What do you
walked in
mean?
there and dropped it off, and
Nah, I feel like he's the last one to take the cocaine, bro, because he does not look like he's active enough.
It's his son. It's
Yeah,
100%
okay.
his
Oh
son.
yeah, it's his son. I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Getting crazy. Do you think his son's probably not allowed at the White House?
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's been there.
He's probably been there, but with him in freaking
Clearly.
heat right now, smoke's on his ass, man. He's probably
Mm-hmm.
not showing up over there. Discovered a suspicious powder in a common area of the West Wing. In a preliminary test showed the substance was cocaine. I think it's crazy they just evacuate everybody. They're like, get out of here. We got a white powder. 2319, 2319.
that's fucking. It's cheese, dude. It's Parmesan cheese.
Imagine.
I mean, but even then, I'm honestly surprised I got out.
What do you mean?
In the
That
West
the
Wing, dude.
news
Nothing
got
more
out?
good happens in the
Yeah.
West Wing.
It's probably a light news
Probably
day.
fake. It's probably fake news, bro.
Could,
They-
They're trying to use it to distract us from something else that's happening.
Fake news.
but
Fake
who-
news.
I'm like, who gave out that story? Kyle? Gosh dang it. Everyone knows that's what the West Wing is for.
True.
You know? Kyle was the new guy. Fucking Kyle.
Like you can.
Yeah, that is kind of a whack story.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what are
mean,
we what are we supposed to do with that?
It's like,
Are
hey,
you
we found
really that
cocaine. What's
surprised?
what's details? It's like, well, we got
With-
nothing. It's like, all right,
with-
then.
yeah.
shit.
with whomever's in office, is it really that surprising?
Like,
Well,
you think you
all-
have cameras, dude? Like, this should be on lockdown. Like, I should know the answer, like, quick, fast, man.
Yeah, I would agree. You would think that there's like cameras pointing down into the urinals.
You think it's actually that secure, or they want you to think that it's that secure, and it's actually not. It's like the people who put signs up in front of their yard that say security systems, but they just have the sign. They don't actually have a security system.
Yeah, I feel like that shit would work.
It's like when people just leave the lights on in their
Until
house, and
someone
it's like,
tests
hey,
it.
someone's
It's
home.
big brain shit, you know?
Yeah, until someone tests it, and then all of a sudden you're freaking doing.
And then I'm the security bitch. Ba ba.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pew pew.
You're getting in for show.
It's not like Star Wars, bro. Shooting those little
Yeah,
laser
you might
guns.
as well hand them over.
Got no bullets, dude.
You don't want to walk in and see me standing there with the pew pews right here, sidearm, papa.
Water pistols, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I'll hit you with the
Freaking-
Joker gun with the bang. The flag pop out.
You got them Nerf guns. You ever been shot in the eye with one of these? It hurts.
Mm. Run
A
out with the
booby trap.
giant dildo. Smack you.
I can see Robert
Didn't-
card throwing, dude. You got a dangerous aim with cards. Fucking cut
True.
my eyeball once, remember?
I remember that.
Fucking
That was a good throw.
That's some bullshit, dude.
That was a good throw.
Bro, do you remember that one time when you threw it and it went like down the hallway and into that like drawer?
Yeah, I used to be kind of crazy at throwing
Mom's room?
cards. I remember
shit's
I
fun.
used to be able to throw them into the wall downstairs. They'd stick.
I didn't realize we had a gambit on our hands.
It's freaking speed, bro.
I read something that he apparently filmed a scene for Deadpool 3, Channing Tatum.
He did?
There was a article that I
Gambit?
saw there.
Spoiler alert.
Did you say Channing Tatum's Gambit? You should
I think so.
indirectly.
Let me
Oh,
look it up. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at shit.
The best
I like
movie-
Gambit.
I love Gambit. The best movie Channing Tatum ever made was freaking This Is the End.
What? That's the only movie
The
you liked of
little-
his?
The part that he plays.
Yeah, the part that he plays, that's it. It's the only movie that I remember that was memorable that he played in.
Okay, so this is from
I
Geek
liked
Tyrant.
21
go
Jump
ahead.
Street, bro. Thought it was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Yeah, that movie's funny.
You want me to beat your dick on?
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, it
Eddie's
says
like Eddie's a Magic Mike kind of guy.
Haven't seen it. What does it say?
Why does he have
good.
long
Changing
hair?
the subject.
it says It says it hasn't been confirmed, but
It looks nothing
Channing
like
Tatum
Gambit from-
apparently filmed a cameo scene for the film. I don't know.
Is
I
he
don't know, dude.
confirmed?
This website looks suspect.
I'm trying to see.
It's gonna be the
Gambit,
same
dude.
character. It's from This Is the End.
What if from This Is the End? No way.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same cameo, bro. He's gonna be rubbing on freaking Wolverine's jock. I love him.
They need to give Wolverine his
Unless I missed
outfit in
that.
the real movie.
Like
Oh, I
his
know, it's
legitimate.
Blue and
The
yellow,
blue and
yeah.
yellow one,
blue and
yeah,
yellow.
dude. The wide eyes, dude. That shit would be nuts.
We never got to see
Oh,
that.
Can I get
Even
that song
then,
playing in the background too?
The yellow and tan, bro.
Need something, bro.
The one movie that looks good is that that Oppenheimer. I don't know how to say it. Oppenheimer.
Oh,
Oppenheimer?
I saw the
so.
cover on that one, but I don't think I checked the trailer out.
That movie looks
Yeah,
like
we did.
a
We
trip.
watched it. We watched it. We watched The Flash.
We didn't watch that movie.
No,
Trailer.
the trailer.
I must have fell asleep.
It's about the atom bomb, right?
Is it?
In
Is it about the dude who made the
Fukushima?
bombs for here? Yeah, Hiroshima.
Shoshimi?
Hiroshima, Fukushima, Fukushima. I don't know how to say it.
Hiroshima. Oh, bro, I was watching this news. I was reading this news article. It was a short video clip. This kid, like for like YouTube videos, was going around in Japan, and he was just like Hiroshima, you know. And then he kept dropping the name of the bomb that bombed on them. He's like Hiroshima, yeah, you know, bomb, yeah. And he's just trying to get reactions. And I'm like, dude, the things that people do for clicks nowadays is just so horrible. Like things people do now just to get noticed is crazy.
That's
It
crazy.
is crazy.
That'd be like if I was walking around screaming Godzilla or something in
Geiga.
Tokyo. Huh?
I don't think that's nearly as because that's something iconic. And we all know that's fictional, where this bomb killed like how many people? And to this day, it's still felt, you know?
It's crazy that we did that and then like we just coexist now in a world with like those, you know, the people that are left from that.
Dude, it's because we realize how much like that really fucks shit up, you know? If one or more of those goes off anywhere around here, right? Like there's some real repercussions that are going to happen with it. Like I don't know if the planet could really handle 2 more bombs like
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it sounds like something an empire would do.
I mean, Emperor Palpatine's behind the curtain somewhere.
True. But I don't like it, that's just a crazy situation. Like we did that to like that we would do that to them and then all of a sudden like they're like one of our closest allies too. I mean, essentially couldn't exist without a lot of the stuff that they export.
They want to be on our team, bro, because they know we can fuck shit up.
Fuck shit up.
That, and I think
That's
they don't
crazy.
want to be on any team that China's on.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Chinese are playing they're playing their cards right. They seem like I don't know, they seem like they're in it for the long game, man. Like they're just willing to wait it out and kind of go through the weeds, man.
Yeah, but the problem is that there's talking about, we talked about this last time, that the Chinese population is like, there's a real threat there.
But they
Yeah.
want you to seek.
That's what, yeah, that's, I don't, until it actually happens, man, I don't believe it.
Well, that's like anything though. That goes with anything.
What?
That goes with anything, like whatever they say or aren't saying, you know, are aliens real or not aliens not real? I think that's where you just kind of have to inform yourself to the best of your abilities.
I think it's hard
Because-
because you're getting information from a country who we don't know, like even the stuff from Russia, like in the war and casualties, like it's really all just speculation. Like they have an idea of the numbers, but they're gonna keep that close to their chest. They're not gonna give that information out. So we don't really know. I mean, we might have intel, we might have someone on the inside, but for the most part, most of the information that we get is coming from a state, country that we, they don't like us. Who knows that they're giving us correct information?
Yeah, what they say, like 5,000 people. That was the only amount of people that died from COVID or something.
5,000 people? There's no way. Who said that?
Yeah, I read that somewhere that they said that only like 5,500 people died from COVID.
That's like Kim Jong-un saying that he hit a hole one on every single hole when he went golfing.
Hey man, don't
Did,
understand.
did you really say that? No.
No.
Huh?
Dude.
He don't take shits, bro.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Who said that?
he don't take shits.
I don't believe it.
He meditates and then it just washes away.
Okay. No shot, dude.
Uh,
Yo.
yeah, bro. You never watched freaking the interview?
What is it? Human what?
The interview.
It's been a while.
Rewatch it, dude, and you'll appreciate it so much more. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that movie's funny. I was just reading this too. Apparently the Biden administration cannot reach out to any of the social media platforms,
What
Like,
do
why
you-
not?
or no longer allowed to talk to social media platforms. Because they were reaching out and trying to have shit censored, essentially, and it was primarily targeting conservative viewpoints. Conservatives have complained for years that they've been unfairly banned from social media platforms. So a federal judge is banning parts of the government from communicating with social media platforms.
You
That's crazy.
think they were like paying to get stuff censored?
They
Like
weren't
paying
even
the
paying.
platforms?
No, FBI would reach out. Like they had contacts within, like I know for Twitter, because of some reporting from this dude Matt Taibbi. He worked with Twitter to kind of like expose what was going on and the stuff that they were blocking. But they had just like a direct line of communication to somebody in Twitter, and they'd be like, "Hey, this post just went up. Like, you need to take that down."
Hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And that was one of the things was the Hunter Biden laptop that remember when that information came out and they were all saying it was like Russian misinformation. But apparently it was like these agencies reaching out and saying, "Hey, you need to take that down because it's not true," which it's looking like it might actually, or more than likely is true.
About what was on the laptop?
The laptop had, I don't know, it had a bunch of shit on it.
Like documents, like government documents?
I don't know if it had
Child
government.
porn?
It was like him like hooking up with his niece or something,
it was
right?
him like fucking, I think it had just like him doing drugs and having sex with people and shit on it. I don't know.
I mean, as long as they're of age, what does it matter? What's
Nah,
on his
I don't-
laptop?
I don't think they were.
Oh, D. Oh, yeah, that's a big no-no.
Yikes. For
His
real.
dad was probably over there. They're sacrificing goats and children and fucking
It's
who knows what
ghosts.
else.
Goats.
Yeah, bro.
Let me look up and see what it was that was on there, because I don't want to get it wrong. It contained emails marked to and from Hunter Biden and other digital files relating to him. So it had emails probably about business that he was conducting.
Business, yeah.
What, Hunter Biden's laptop? Is that the one?
Yeah. Why? And every single news article that I go into, it's like subscribe
already-
now for a year.
Dude,
They
that's-
already wiped it, bro. They already got it censored, bro.
Yeah.
You think maybe all the information's out there? You just really have to subscribe, but they know we won't.
Probably they're subscribing because they want to know who's looking into them.
Once
Oh,
you
yeah, that's a
subscribe,
good point.
that's how they can spy on you, bro.
The Washington
Yeah, that's a
Post,
good
they just
point.
want you to subscribe. Yeah.
Like,
That's
who's this guy?
Crazy.
Who's this
Because you got to
knucklehead?
sign up with your email.
I never thought about that. And then you subscribe, and they're like, "Oh man,
He just gave us
This
access
guy-
to his IP address.
They
Everything.
they
Yeah.
already have all that information, man.
Let's just
Like,
put this guy behind Joe real quick. Let's get him out of our hair. I'm like,
Hey guys,
damn,
don't forget
how
to
do you-
subscribe to our video.
Yeah, while we're at it,
you might not see us again."
drop a like.
they're
some
coming after
comments.
us, huh?
Yeah, run, bitch, run for your life. Yeah, they're coming, bro.
I don't know. I mean, some of the information's out there. A lot of the information isn't out there. Honestly, there's whack ass information out there. The fact that you have to dig so far for it is kind of crazy, though. And then when you do
Yeah.
find it, you get bombarded with advertisement after advertisement, like sign up for this, do this. So it's like, come on, man. I ain't got money for that right now. I ain't got money for that.
It's so crazy to me how people would. I don't know, man.
I got
After
OnlyFans
doing
to
this-
subscribe to.
That's exactly where my point was going to go, bro.
I knew
People
it,
just
yeah, I
would
knew
much
it.
rather gonna freaking do the OnlyFans thing rather than doing. I don't know, man.
I don't know about
shit
that. I feel
still
like
blows me
this.
away.
I feel like the OnlyFans stuff is. I feel like that's gonna be. I think that's gonna blow over.
You think so?
Think so?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I feel like it maybe will for a lot of people.
I think it's gonna get to
For
a
the
point
people
where
that it's not working for that much, you know?
Like how so?
I don't know. I feel like
That it's gonna get overcrowded. And then
yeah.
I don't
I feel
think.
like people won't
I
be
don't-
making as much.
I also think
Except
men
for
are
like the top
like
people.
maybe men are gonna get our shit together and not subscribe to this stuff and be promoting it. Like we're gonna actually
You're gonna
hold a
stop
higher
paying.
standard for our women and hopefully not be simps.
I mean, higher standard. I think it starts with us, though.
That's what I said.
We're the ones subscribing. Yeah, it really starts with.
Are you listening to what
You-
I'm saying right now?
Yeah,
I think he just
Sorry,
selected
you're-
hearing that shit too.
you cut out, bro. You cut.
No,
out.
I
Give me a
didn't
break.
fucking cut out.
You better cut it out, Eddie. No, I'm just kidding.
He's just saying that
Well,
because he's the one that's subscribed.
to our
True.
channel.
That's just free. Though.
Yeah, it's.
It's
I
got to
don't
be.
know, I
It's
think
got to
it
be.
really-
It has to be on the guys. I think it has to be on the guys.
It
And
really
I think.
starts with.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it
Control.
really starts with you because you got a kid and you can really start that.
You
That's all we
putting
gotta
it all
do.
on me? That's a
Well,
lot.
until
Of
we
pressure.
have kids, bro.
You
Hey,
think it's
bro,
like a
pressure
full
builds.
circle? Like because women aren't giving guys chances. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's just hypothetically say women aren't giving guys chances. So guys default to OnlyFans and
Pornography?
subscribing.
Mm,
What's the percentage of men do you think
I
are
don't know what
getting
the
like,
statistics are, but
Maybe it
like come on,
happens the
like the
other way
average,
around.
the average.
Maybe it's because they watch OnlyFans. That's why they get rejected. Don't watch that shit.
possibly.
I don't know. I feel like what do you think the percentage of men are actually having sex?
Like in the US or in the world.
like
in the
last weekend.
US?
Like
No, it's
daily
fine.
or weekly.
I don't think it's that high, bro.
Is there a statistic for that?
Yeah, there is.
Monthly. Bro, but how did they record that? No one questionnared me.
They send you a form in the mail. You fill it out and send it back.
They do like a
That's-
study. They do a study of like a small group and then they like generalize it to the rest of the population.
I mean, I
Like,
would
if you
think
fit
it'd be
these
pretty.
criteria, like this age group, ethnicity, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
I would think it'd be pretty easy if you go to the doctor. Are you
Is
sexually
tie
active?
people
Are
in
you
it.
not sexually active? Right?
So they're
Oh,
really
You don't gotta
taking
give.
they're really taking polls at the doctor's office. That's what they're
So
actually doing
what-
when they ask you the questions.
As long as they don't, I would think as long as they're not giving out names.
Yeah.
All right, so this article
So
here
does that mean that the
was-
hospitals are selling that information?
Oh, I bet
Or
you.
just get it for free?
Being
I don't
targeted.
think so. I think I don't know how they conduct the studies, but I think they probably do surveys with, maybe they're like partnered with certain health facilities and they ask that question. I don't know. This says, so this is a study that was, so this was posted back in 2020. 1 in 3 men ages 18 to 24 years old. About 1 in 3 men ages 18 to 24 years reported no sexual activity in the past year. 1 in 3, 33%. That's crazy.
I feel like it's kind of high,
In a
right?
whole
Or-
year?
They just got them on and off year, bro. Who knows?
I honestly think that's gotten higher though.
I agree, but I also
Yeah.
think it's like
It says it's gone up. It was almost up. It went up from almost 19% to almost 31%.
The same age.
Yeah, same age.
there's definitely a clash though. Like I feel like women like I like the guys subscribing and stuff like that to OnlyFans. Like how many of them do you think are, I don't know, like not in like the best health, like they don't work out, they're not like working on their employments, getting the money up, like all those check boxes.
Are you talking about the dudes or the girls?
Let's start with the dudes, but then on the flip side, it's like, oh, girls aren't giving guys the time of day because they don't have their money up or they're not fit or
I mean,
any
yeah, I
of
feel
that.
like that definitely happens.
So I feel like it's just like this clash, I guess. And it's not
Yeah.
budging.
Well, I think I knew a handful of people who did OnlyFans and they were making like between 12 and like 20 grand a month, bro. And as a dude, like you have to be
Good
making
money.
buku bucks to keep up with that. That's great money, you know?
Mhm.
Because then now all of a sudden their expectations are so high and you're like putting yourself in like the top 1% of people, of dudes, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care if I met someone who's making that amount of money. That doesn't sound intriguing to me. It's like, okay, like even
Does
if
it
I was
matter to
making
you
that-
if the girl's making more money than you? I don't
No.
see. I think that might be an issue
No.
though for some guys.
Yeah, I definitely think it is for a lot of guys.
Or yeah, a lot of
Actually.
guys.
But if I'm in that top 1%, I'm not going to choose the girl who's making that money using an OnlyFans. I'm going to choose the girl who doesn't have an OnlyFans, and I'm going to have more options of that
What do you mean? More options?
because I'm in the top 1% of money makers. So that would in sense your pool would get larger, right?
Do you think the top 1% of moneymakers are the biggest fans of OnlyFans, or do you think it's the
No.
bottom
no,
of the
I'm saying
barrel?
that I think those guys probably are the least likely to subscribe because they don't need to, because they can go out and actually pool women.
It's about half almost. I don't know if the internet, like, I don't know if all that shit's right or not, but it says about 55% of marriages have the husband is like the primary or sole contributor to the couple's earnings.
Yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
So I think it's either like you have to be okay with being the same or less, or some guys just probably feel like they have to be the breadwinner. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
sustainable for a woman to like hold down the fort, I guess, financially for a long period of time.
I think it really just depends on what it is that you want. Like
A lot of variables.
if you want to have kids, for a woman, I think it just makes sense for them. Like when they have a kid, like they generally take time. Like they usually have to sacrifice their job to stay home. Like even as much, like there are probably females out there who make a lot of money and can hire someone to watch their kids, but I think a majority of women want to like experience that, especially if it's their first kid. So they kind of have to, you know, be willing to set aside some of their like professional goals, unfortunately. But I think that's
I think
just
a
to be
lot-
expected, man. Like if you're gonna have a family, like females just know how to do certain things that guys can't, and kids typically want their moms for that, for at least for the first, well shit, even Tayson right now, like certain things he just needs Chelsea for, like he just won't come to me for. He's 5. Like, but I think it really just depends. Like, if you don't want to have kids, then the girl could be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
You
it's
think those
just-
personalities just clash? You think people who are go-getters, maybe I don't know. I would be interested to see like what the divorce rate is on those type of
I would be willing
situations.
to think that, you know, if you're going to be a, you know, if you're a go-getter, you're going to have more of a,
The fuck?
More of a what?
you're going to have more of a, if you're a go-getter, you're going to have more of a competitive personality, I would think.
You think so?
I think so. Because
So, like-
you got to get what you want.
Do you think you clash more with a go-getter being a go-getter, or do you think you'd clash more with
With
I feel like
you
you'd clash more with someone
with
that's
a
not wanting
like
to be a go-getter.
complacent?
Yeah.
Like that's just like mid.
Yeah, you might be right. You might
Like
be
if
right.
I'm trying to like move my life forward and they're just fucking stagnating, bro, like that's not gonna work.
Kind of like your
Yeah,
friends group, right? Like you are who you hang out with in a way, but to an
Yeah.
extent, like if you're trying to get better and say your friends are all about just going out on the weekends or whatever, but you're like, I want to focus on this part of my life. Yeah, I mean, you kind of cut ties eventually, right?
I
If they
think,
don't
but
change too. Yeah.
I think the dynamic
Usually.
is different though.
Between men and women.
Between my buddies, right,
Mhm.
and my partner, potential partner, right.
Yeah.
I think the dynamic is very different. So,
True.
I
But like,
think,
let's say if you were bettering your life and you felt like your partner wasn't, like, wouldn't that make you feel some way though?
Like she had potential, like to be like,
I don't know what are the expectations. I think maybe it depends. If I'm like, you know, let's say I'm making a ton of money and it's like, all right, you just stay home, do what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm not saying like money wise. I'm just saying like just being healthy in general.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if they're like doing drugs or like, you know,
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
but
we should
those
just
are
probably
gonna
be
lower their
promoting that
lifespan.
in general, right? Like we should just be like,
you probably shouldn't be.
regardless.
Yeah, I feel like if they're out there doing drugs, and that's a pretty like, yeah, you know, I tried black tar heroin and took me 5 years to get off that shit, so I'm good. You know, right?
Right.
I would think you would leave those people,
Yeah.
but I think
You
if
can't
you're-
just bail on those people though. You just gonna bail on them?
Well, again, I think it goes back to what Jake was saying, right? Like, you know, if these people are able to fix themselves, right? How much of yourself are you willing to pour into them? You know, like
so
before you start to feel some type of way.
I have a
right?
question. How many chances, if someone's like fucking up, how many chances do you give them?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's got to be one of those things where it's, if you're giving like multiple opportunities,
it's gotta be a boundaries
then
thing, right? Like going
yeah.
into it, like
But also
But
it depends on the fuck up.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think it kind of depends on, you know, is it, you know, infidelity, someone's cheating on you, that's you know, a different situation. If someone's an alcoholic, if someone's on meth or substances, like it's probably, I don't know, I think it's probably just a
Case by case basis.
case, but yeah,
Kind of a gray area, it sounds
what
like.
steps are you taking? Are you like legitimately taking steps?
Like to change or
Like I don't know, like if you actually went
Or to
through
stop
steps to
doing
try and get better, maybe you messed up, had a relapse, did it again, got better. Like, I don't know. I think at that point, it's just like, all right, got to make a judgment call.
Take it. I think it depends.
I'll be here
man.
to
I
support
really
you
do.
through this, but I'm not going to be in your life legit like I am right now. I will support you from this spot, but like, I don't know. Probably different situations. If I'm a big fatty, just be like, just quit eating, fatty. You know, sometimes you just got to give tough love to people too.
Sometimes people just want to be fat too.
Facts.
I feel like, you know,
They're okay
Some-
with it.
Sometimes you just want to look like Eddie right now.
Pissed off.
Oh, I thought he was frozen for a
I
second.
think he's frozen.
Yes,
bro.
he is, man. He's glitching out.
Oh,
over
he
there.
is frozen. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
His screen did jump a little bit.
I thought he got offended and wasn't talking for a second. I was like, yo, it's a joke, chill. Yo. I don't know. I think about that too. It's always
I think Eddie's thinking long and hard about this question.
Yeah.
I
He's
think,
gonna come back with a good answer, bro.
but I think about like
He's gonna
like
hit us with that,
personally
you know what
for
I mean?
he's gonna come back just talking in he's gonna just come right back in the middle of it, have a whole story that he just went on, none of us is gonna hear. But like I was saying, I it's a little bit different for me because like I've actually been through kind of that situation with Chelsea. But I also told her like I think there were points where I was just like, I probably wouldn't have stayed if I were you. Like
Like if you're in her shoes type of thing.
yeah, when I was going through my like dealing with my alcoholism and stuff, like even to this day, I'm like, I think you gave me way too many opportunities, you know? Because I think about stuff like that down the road. Maybe it shouldn't be in the back of her mind, like having any sort of resentment during those time periods. But I always think like in the future, it's like, you know, is that going to ever come back and have some sort of impact? Or
It could be advice you give
She's
your
gonna
kids,
use it
right?
against you, bro.
I don't know, just like, but even things like we go on vacation later on and it's like you go to a beach, you would want to have like a margarita or something. Like I can't really like, but I guess she could do that too.
Like a
But
margarita.
yeah, but
Yeah.
part of me is just like, damn, like you like in terms of setbacks for those years, I always think about it, I'm like, damn, you'd probably be better off, you know, some point.
Well, it's too late for that. No, it's fine.
Clearly. Yeah, and I'm not saying that I
Um,
want her to leave. That's not at all what I'm saying. But like in my head, those are things that I think about just because I've kind of been through it, you know. So I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't know how this ties into OnlyFans or how we got here, but
Bro, we keep going on some crazy like
freaking,
clips.
dude.
I got
it's
lost a couple of
nuts.
times. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I don't know how we got from OnlyFans to here.
Thinking back at it, I think just kind of like transitioned
back
into
at it.
like OnlyFans, and then honestly, I think the 180 hit when relationships were brought up with the OnlyFans thing. I don't know how that part came up.
I think it was talking about the breadwinner and I think it was talking about the different roles.
Did we answer the question?
How do we even get on that
I don't
topic
think
though,
so.
dude? You ever think about that? Like,
Nah, I don't.
Dude,
I honestly, I don't know how we get through most of these conversations. Like, I'm like,
yeah, by the time the
I'm still
podcast is
thinking
over, I
about
was like, dude,
I'm
what are
still
we
thinking
talking
about
about?
hypnosis.
My freaking shit crashed hard.
Yeah, you were not saying anything for a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, what I literally was like disconnected from the internet for a minute.
That's all right. We got off the OnlyFans topic. We're talking about new things now.
Oh, yeah. Good old. It's
I feel-
crazy to me how much money do you think they make?
I don't
What do you think they call-
care.
No, but like
We talk
the
about
percentage,
OnlyFans a lot in online
Of
dating.
like of OnlyFans, like the company.
the company.
How much does OnlyFans
They're
make?
they're a nonprofit.
How much money? I don't know. That's a good.
Bro, if they were getting a percentage of every person on there, they're making a killing,
They have to be, right?
like billions.
Yeah. I wonder how it works. There's
Who's
gotta
the
be a percentage
owner?
that they make.
Does it say who the owner is?
OnlyFans creators earned 3.86 billion in 2021, an increase of 115% from the year prior. Holy
Yeah, bro, that's not-
smokes.
That's
Yeah, but-
crazy. Well, if
yeah,
you
but a
think about it, some girls are
revenue-
making like hundreds of millions of dollars a year,
OnlyFans creators keep
monthly.
80% of the revenue generated by their accounts, with the company taking a 20%. Yo, they take 20% of your pay.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Just to
They're
exist, bro.
making billions.
That's pretty wild.
Founder Tim Stokely resigned in December 2021.
Yeah, because
He-
he's a
He
he's a
created a
billionaire.
monster, bro. And he got a bunch of money.
It's a UK
He might have
based company.
single-handedly destroyed the world.
Dude, 2.5 billion revenue worth in 2022.
2022.
Just because this year's not over yet.
Do you think
Was
that OnlyFans is a cause of like people not wanting to work as much?
Yeah.
Do you think that plays a part?
I think so. I think
OnlyFans popped
the
up
options
because
there.
of COVID. So that like they probably started making a lot of money during COVID. That's why I think it'll be kind of a phase 2. So a lot of
We
those
can't hear
online
you, Eddie.
a lot of those online companies made a shit ton. Like, think about how much I was watching Twitch and YouTube and shit like crazy during COVID, like when I was stuck in my house. And I think even those, I think the people that were like streaming and stuff, they knew it. They were always online. They're
Yeah.
like, we gotta.
But yeah, that's all there was to do. In some places, everything was shut down.
I was telling Chelsea, I was like, do you think that we have all like the fucking Joe Exotic show? I don't think that's a thing without COVID. Like, who's watching that show on Netflix?
I didn't even watch it.
We were just bored as people were just bored as fuck and they're watching whatever. I tried to watch it and they were talking and I was like, I can't watch a whole I can't watch a whole show of them talking like this. I can't. It's too much. But
It's weird how stuff like that like blows up and then is like gone.
then it just disappears.
Yeah.
So trendy. We live in such a trendy. It's crazy.
It's because there's just constant freaking information hitting us, bro.
It's too much.
Can't even process everything, yeah.
I've noticed for me, it's the mute. Like I would always get on and check music on what Thursday nights. They have new albums and stuff come out. There's just so much music now. It's every week, and I'm like, I'm just keep listening to the same stuff that I listen to. It's so hard to keep up, man. It's so.
It's hard to find good music.
I'm turning into the old guy. It's like, man, this new music sucks. Music's whack, bro.
Can't be that bad, right?
Eddie,
can't
do
be
you
that bad?
listen to any of the new music?
Shoot, man. I think the newest thing, everyone at work keeps trying to get me to listen to country, bro, but I can't.
He's
get Jimmy to
bouncing
listen
on
to-
my booty cheeks.
Country's
That's
good. There's good country music. Rascal Flatts,
Rascal Flatts.
Chris Stapleton.
I don't know.
That was
You don't
like,
like-
10, that was like 6 years ago.
You don't like Rascal Flatts?
Name one good
What?
song.
Jake, does country not have artists that existed before 6 years ago?
Well, name a song from Chris Stapleton then.
Tennessee Whiskey.
That was like 6 years ago, bro.
What does it matter? I'm talking about country music.
I'm talking about like what's been coming out lately though.
Who cares?
I don't
Morgan
know what's been
Wallen?
coming out lately.
Who's she?
As a dude.
You haven't listened to the new Morgan Wallen album?
Morgan Wallen, man.
Morgan Wallace, my bad.
Sounds like a bunch of kids I went to high school with.
What's his name? Morgan
That's what I
Wallace?
was thinking.
Morgan
Morgan
something?
Wallen, bro.
I
Late
think it's
night, last night.
I think it's Wallen.
Wait, Wasted on You. I've heard that one before.
There's good country music. I mean, I don't listen
What's
to
your
new country
favorite?
music.
What's your favorite country song right off the top of the dome?
Save a
that-
horse,
the
ride a
one,
cowboy.
the one
That our
by
subscribers
Darius
can go
Rucker.
check out. What's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
All right.
Mm-mm. Where's my phone?
Fishing in the Dark.
Banger,
Fishing in the dark.
banger.
Let Her Cry.
No, Wagon Wheel. That song's good.
Yeah, that baby came out 10 years ago, too.
Wagon wheel.
Why are you
I
so
don't know.
concerned about the year, my guy?
Hey,
If
name
If I
one-
heard it, bro. I don't
name
know the
one
names
more
of
song.
songs.
Why are you like questioning? You're like trying to like question if I'm a country. I know I didn't say I was a country fan. I said I like some country music.
I hear you.
You a connoisseur
He's-
of country music?
he's like,
Let me know
I hear
let me
you,
know what
partner.
listen to.
I hear you. I hear you.
Look, Jake's like,
There's
oh
no
yeah,
beef. There's no beef here, sir.
you're fucking lame, man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This guy's like, I listen to country and watch anime. Yeehaw! Sashimi. Like, what's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with me? I'm just asking you questions, and you got all defensive on me.
You're like questioning whether, like, you're like,
Quit being a
that
Debbie
was
Downer,
from 10
bro.
years ago. That was from 19 years ago.
I only
that
listen to
was-
country. I only listen to country music that's older. I don't know dick about country now.
I hear like whatever plays while I'm at work on the radio.
I just
I
am
feel
not a huge fan of country. It's just hard for me to like really get into it.
I've heard a couple songs that are like, yeah, this isn't too bad. Most of it
What
I'm
couple
like,
songs were they? Huh?
I don't know. I don't even
What
know. the
artists were they?
names.
What year were they? Did they come out?
This guy's mad, bro. You mad, bro?
Yo, Jake triggered me, man. Speaking of trigger words.
He's not break the freaking
Hey, bro,
keyboard,
just
bro.
build a bridge, man. Get over it.
Oh gosh.
Guy's a weenie.
Yeah.
Leanne-
L7
Leanne
Weenie.
Rhymes.
Oh, Leanne Rhymes. What about
Look at
Brad
Jake.
Paisley?
Look at Jake looking up on his computer.
Yeah, I know. I'm naming songs from 10 years ago. Brad Paisley,
Tam McGraw. Morris
Joel-
Chestnut.
George Strait.
You're naming old people too, man.
George Strait.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
Toby
Where they
Keith.
go to Georgia Street.
They might have gone to Georgia straight, but they didn't leave it straight.
Is Georgia pretty gay or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Who?
I thought that's why you wanted to move there.
I have family out there. I always wanted to check it out.
You have family in Georgia?
Mm-hmm. I have two uncles. out there.
Atlanta?
I don't know where. And uncle, sorry.
ATL?
Yeah. But I've always wanted to go out there though. I feel like Atlanta would be dope. The ATL.
You're just trying to hit up the strip clubs.
I
played the fifth.
Eddie, don't try and lie to me, bro.
Bro, there were strip clubs in Washington and I didn't even go that often. Went there like
Yeah, why would you? That Atlanta's known for the strip clubs, man. What are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about? King of
I'd
Diamonds?
rather
It's where the players
Chicken
play.
wings?
I would rather go to the casino. than
I
the
thought that was
strip club.
Vegas.
Go to the casino. What's your game at the casino? Poker.
Blackjack.
Blackjack's your game.
You ever get mad at people playing blackjack?
Yeah,
know what they're
dude.
doing?
Oh my gosh. All the time. I had a buddy who got us kicked out of a casino one time because he wanted to fight this guy because he hit on an 18.
He hit on an
18?
18?
He
Dude,
hit
I
on
don't
it.
even know.
Not
I don't know
only,
nothing
not
about
only,
this game, and I wouldn't hit on 18, bro.
dude,
Oh,
not
fuck.
only that, but the way so my buddy like he split a hand and then he doubled down on one. So that's essentially 3 bets, right? And they were all really good bets. And then this guy comes in and he just puts 50 down and plays one hand, just a $50 bill and plays one hand. No chips, nothing. $50, one hand. This guy hit on an 18 because the dealer had an ace.
Bro, do you think that the casino sends somebody in because they know they're gonna like somebody's gonna win?
Probably.
So they send someone in to like fuck it up.
Well, we fucked that guy up. So
They
I don't
probably do.
know.
They probably do that.
Eddie slapping him around.
Yeah, bro. That was a bad night. But it was but just that whole sequence of events, right? He didn't have an ace. He had a face card showing, but that whole sequence of events, right? Like the audacity for someone to just go to a table, drop a $50 bill and fuck it up for the rest of the table. Right? It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't.
Some
I
people
don't,
are just so ignorant, like they don't even know that they're
He's-
fucking shit up.
He was that dude in class that's like, teacher, we forgot to turn our homework today. Oh yeah. Pass your assignments to the front. What the fuck, bro?
Wait, you
One of
forgot to
those.
collect.
Yeah. As you're leaving. Oh, hey, you forgot to collect yesterday's assignment. I don't know enough about blackjack though.
I'm just terrible at
That
gambling.
I probably wouldn't feel comfortable going and sitting and playing with anybody.
That's why I
I
never did. Because
I
I know
used to
people get
play-
mad, bro.
I
used
get
to
anxious
play-
with that shit too. I'll be like,
there's
I'm not
nothing.
trying to
All you
fuck-
gotta do is know how to play, bro. It's easy.
well, I don't.
You're a smart guy. You're a lot smarter than I am in that sense.
I'm more of
numbers.
the
I
I'm
think
more
you
of the
do all right.
poker player where it's like if I fuck up, then I just lose because I'm a fucking idiot. You know?
I mean, you try to get as high as you can without taking any bus cards. In reality, it's nothing crazy. It's just that instance, right? Is just straight like you are a fucking asshole if you did that.
But there has to be some strategy to it where like you're playing based off of what the other person's getting too. Or is
No.
that like counting cards?
I'm not good with number. I'm not good enough with numbers to count cards.
Like if because the dealer has a certain how many
I
how
mean, your
much-
odds could go up, but just
What-
based on like what the person in front of you has.
yeah, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
what's on the
Your odds are
table.
different or based off of what other people are playing. Right? Because there's a
Yeah.
certain amount of cards that are available in the dealer's hand. How many
So are your
how many
odds
bets do
better
they
in
play
the
with?
in the first seat or the last seat?
I don't think it matters, bro.
It doesn't matter
I'm
because
not sure.
they play with so many decks. They play with like
Yeah, I
big
think they
decks.
play with they play with a lot.
I hear like your
So-
best bet is to go like find a single deck blackjack table and like your odds of winning go way up.
Yeah, but we would play like a specific game, and that specific game was kind of popular.
What's it called?
It's called free bet, and what that is like you get your splits for free, your double downs for free. The only caveat was that the dealer would push on a 22. So, but it was
Push you
like you could
around?
make, huh?
Like push you around or what?
No, bro, ain't no one pushing you around in there.
Did you elaborate?
When you push, that means that you don't win or lose. You tie essentially. Your money stays on the
Oh.
table.
It's a tie.
Oh.
It says for card counters that you want to be in the last seat because it lets you see the maximum number of cards before they have to make a decision. So yeah, you want to be in the last seat.
But what about
If you're
if you're
counting-
not counting?
Yeah, if you're counting cards.
I mean, if you're not counting cards, wouldn't it be the same? You still want to be in a position to where you can see all of the
All the cards that have been dealt.
card. Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe your odds go up of getting better cards if you get the first cards.
what? I
Really?
think
Or do
going
they
back
go
to what
down?
Robert says. I think it depends on what you get, right? So let's say you got like a 12, and you obviously don't need a face card, and you see no face cards on the table. You're like, fuck, man. If you're the first one, odds are you're gonna get a face card. You know what I mean? It just really depends on what you're dealt. You know.
Yeah. It doesn't really say how many decks of cards that they use. It's
It might
like,
vary.
yeah, it says based on the game, it can vary. It says 1 to 8, and it says typical is 4 to 6 decks.
In a day.
The 6-deck game is the most popular. Okay, this is from Bicycle Cards, so they probably know. Because they make cards, they probably know the game.
Speaking of cards, do you still know any magic tricks from back in the day?
Let me see.
This guy, dude, he has a deck on him, dude. No way.
I don't have a deck on me. I have a card right here. Do the. Oh,
Hey,
oh!
that deserves a subscription. Can you drop a
Hey, hit the
like
oh.
all the above?
Hook it
all
out of
the-
the air. Hit the.
Show me what that mouth do though.
The one where you like flick it. You remember that one? And it changes.
Sorry, I can't throw them right now. My bad. Yeah, I don't know any card tricks. I can still like do like the one-handed shuffle and stuff, but I kind of want to gamble now. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of want to go play some
It's-
blackjack.
It's like I said, I didn't go a lot. Like I'd much rather go to the casino than the strip club.
What's
I
the
wasn't
most
a
that you
huge-
go with?
What's the most you've won?
700.
What's the most you've lost?
I'm really good with that stuff. I never go and play more than.
Sounds like-
Doesn't answer the question.
That's the question.
I always go in with a limit of $80. That's it.
So what's the most you've lost?
80
$80
bucks
bucks.
at a time.
How about this? How much have you got up to and then you just fucking lost it?
Oh, dude. One time I got up to like, I don't know, like 550, and I just blew it because none of my friends wanted to leave. I won all that money in like 10
You
minutes.
blew it.
Yeah. They're like, well, we
I
just
just
got
watched
here.
that
And I'm like,
movie.
fuck. Yeah.
No way. I'm actually terrible.
I guess
I think I'm for sure at a deficit.
I just get
lifetime.
salty, bro. Like I just don't like losing money. So I just would, when I lose my 80 bucks, I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this anymore.
That's when you just go play like the penny something.
When
You can play the penny
slots.
slots for like an hour on $2.
when we went to Vegas, I think the first night we were there, I gambled like 80 bucks, lost it all, and I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna just sit here because they just bring you drinks if you sit by the table. And I was just watching people throw their money away. I just move around. Just be
It's just
like, oh
kinda
damn,
crazy.
this guy just threw 10 grand down. Let's go.
Have you ever seen anyone win like something huge?
No.
Dude.
I want to see I want to see somebody win on the coin machines and just have it all just go.
Dude, my buddy's girlfriend.
There's no way
actually,
that shit
Chris,
happens now.
Just
my
all
buddy's
over the
girlfriend,
floor.
bro.
Huh.
His girlfriend won like $20,000 in Vegas.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Do you think that will change your life?
No, but shoot, man, that will change my night.
What?
I feel like you could make it change your life, bro.
20 grand? You could do a lot with 20 grand.
Put that in a Roth
Yeah.
RIA, dude. Just let it.
I was thinking putting it into a Bitcoin.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking.
Maybe you lose it all.
Bitcoin. I was just thinking about that
Something,
the other
though.
day.
But how
Don't
much
wanna-
are they taking out of that? You know, you're not really getting 20 grand.
You probably get like a little over half.
12. 13.
Probably 12. 12's good.
Over
Do they
13.
give you the option? Like, do they give you the option if you win it? They'd be like, we'll give you this full amount, but you got to pay it back at the end of the year, or we can take out or cut now.
I think they can split it into payments if you want to have less.
They can do
Taken
that for
out.
like
I think that's
the
probably
big
a
lottery,
bigger amount
like
though.
the Powerball.
Yeah, I think that's a bigger amount. They probably don't give you that option when you're playing at the casino. It's probably
Like
Okay.
cash out.
one of those. Bro, you imagine running one of those places, like how chaotic it is and how much money's coming in. How much that's crazy to think about. Just constant money. Boop, boop, in, out, in, out, in, out. Someone starts winning, you're like, hey, figure out who that is. Get them out of here.
Dude, isn't Dana White, like, isn't he not allowed to play blackjack at like all the casinos in Vegas?
Yeah, he's probably cheating.
I mean, regardless, I mean, you know,
If you get asked not to play at any of the casinos in Vegas, you know you're probably cheating.
there's probably a handful of normal dudes who gotten like, all right, you're done. You can't come back here anymore. You know,
Oh, he's prohibited.
Prohibidado.
Because he's taking all their money.
He's
yeah.
bringing
Like,
them money. What? I don't understand. You think about how much business he brings those casinos just off of events that he holds in Vegas. So dumb. It's either that or they're salty about some other bullshit. He's probably not cheating. They're probably just salty for something else. I just retracted. I retracted my own statement. He's not cheating. The casinos are just pissed off. We're
I
out of here.
mean,
That was a
Yeah.
180, bro.
the Palms is like, those fights should be here, not at the MGM Grand.
Yeah. Vegas isn't my spot, man. It's too much. It's too expensive. It's too chaotic.
It's crazy expensive, bro.
It's too expensive. It's too chaotic. I'm trying to go
It's just-
somewhere low key, chill out.
It's just the same thing. All there is you know, casinos, clubs, and strip clubs, and you get tired of all those.
Titty cards all over the ground.
Dude, man,
That's exactly where I want to take my kids. Let's go. Honey, we're going on a trip.
Yeah, bro. I remember seeing those when I was like little. My dad's like, "Don't look."
I
at
had a
those.
collection of those.
Don't look at those things on the
when we
ground.
went with Grandpa. I was
Yeah.
like,
Picking
I
up
remember
good
that.
shit, dude.
I was like, I've already seen those.
I have that card.
I've been here before.
He's like, this thing's like 40 now.
I always think about freaking like the nudie stash you have back in the day. Like you actually had cutouts and shit. I remember in the back of Grandpa's house, like Chris and them had one, dude, and I was like, God damn, let's go.
It was like this beat up piece of paper, old piece of paper.
They all stuck together.
That's what
Oh, what happened to this one? It's like, oh, it's been out here in the rain. You never know what happens to it, you know? Look, all the moisture out here, everyone's.
my most prized possession.
I think the shed is haunted. There's ectoplasm everywhere.
Yo, shut the front door.
Oh, bro. That was one of the best South Park episodes ever.
Ectoplasm, what a strange ass word. Ectoplasm makes me feel so gross. Oh my gosh. It's like moist.
Yeah. I don't know. I like moist towelettes.
I like moist cake, bro.
Same.
Tres
Moist,
leches, bro.
dense cake.
Fuck.
Shit's so good.
Some cupcakes. She only loves chachi.
Carrot cake.
Cake
Bro.
is always good. Cake is always good.
I'm gonna just watch blackjack videos all night. That's what I'm about to do.
It's fun, man. I used to watch World Series of Poker all the time too. I just like
I used
to
watch
watch
those.
ESPN.
They're fun.
I remember
Yeah.
catching those from time to time.
Phil
I remember
Hellemy's
just-
on there going crazy.
Waking up at like
He was a funny
1
guy.
a.m., bro, and that shit's on. I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, is he gonna win? Bro? He's gonna win. Fuck, yeah.
Yo, you see some of the craziest hands. You're like, there's no way he wins this. And the last card they turn, and the river is. He's like, oh.
The odds
Yeah.
just shift, dude. You're like,
Yeah.
no shot.
It goes from like 100 to 100.
all these people. They're like,
Dude, I don't know. I
Call.
always enjoyed
All
watching
in.
those.
I'm all in.
I like playing poker.
Yeah.
But poker's fun.
Get the poker face
Yeah.
on. Get the hat. You got this. Everybody in there wearing sunglasses. They all got their style. Phil Ivey.
You know, the only thing
Phil
I-
Ivey's a beast too. Is that his name?
The only
Phil
thing I don't
Ivey?
understand, yeah,
think
The
so.
thing I understand is, right, if like you're wearing sunglasses and you look at the cards, like you would think someone would get a glimpse, right? At least.
Maybe they
Oh,
do.
you're saying the reflection. Well, that's
Like a
why they keep them.
reflection?
That's why they keep them down and they
Mhm.
do the.
It's like a 2 second
Yeah, they
glance that they
barely-
get.
They look, start shuffling their poker chips with their hands as they think, huh? Hmm.
Dude,
The
those guys keep
the
their
clinking.
faces
It's
really
like
good. Yeah, they just keep their composure really good. Like if I see a good card, I'm just like, you guys are fucked. It's just you know,
he's like,
like
And he's like all in right off the rip.
I have a terrible poker face, bro.
you can't play.
Well,
You can't play
y'all-
poker like that when you play with just like
You're all giggling.
a
and
Kate,
shit,
like
huh?
just the regular people though. Like you imagine you show up to a poker. I don't know if you showed up to a legit poker tournament. Like I'm trying to win. I'm about to be like some James Bond type shit. The first one, Casino Royale.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, that movie. That's the best one easily.
Henry Cavill going to be the next James Bond.
No. But I'm trying to take it serious if I show up to one of those things. Oh, you guys should watch
For
that
real.
movie on Netflix. I think, oh, it's probably, I don't know if it's on Netflix. It's about that girl who was Olympic skier, or she was a skier and she got in an accident and then she was like running underground poker tournaments. Got busted.
Gangster.
It has
It's like a true
it
story.
has Michael Cera in it.
Inspired by a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I might
Michael
have to check
Cera.
that out. You're gonna have to let me know what it's called.
Jessica Chastain's in it.
I don't know who
She's
that
the-
is.
She's on, what is she on? Jurassic World? Is that her?
The redheaded
the
girl?
redhead?
Yeah, the redhead girl.
Like the
I haven't
main
even
girl?
seen those.
I think that's her. I
I
might be
think that
sure.
is her.
You got Google's? Look it up.
Yeah, that's her.
Well, I'll ask my friend Google.
Look it
Let's
up.
see what's up.
Get informed. All you
I'll
people
have to do that.
go from uninformed to informed. We're on this journey together.
1977. She's born in California. 2011. She receives her first Oscar nomination for The Help. 2012. She tops the box office with Zero Dark 30.
Oh yeah, she's in Zero Dark 30. I forgot. That's a good movie too.
Never seen it.
You know?
Is that like a horror movie?
Yeah.
Zero
It's a
Dark
horror
30.
movie?
I thought
Is
it was
it?
a war
War.
movie.
War.
Oh.
Come
Oh,
on,
that's
get
the
your head
horror,
out of the
my
gutter,
fault.
my boy.
I was like, horror movie? Sign me up.
Yeah, Eddie's got a
Not-
fascination with horror movies, and I just don't get it. They're all the
Not a-
same to me.
Not a horror movie.
Dude.
A horror movie, Eddie.
That's what I said.
Oh.
I love
Hey,
horror
get
movies,
you,
bro.
Jake. You get your head out the gutter.
You get your mind out of the gutter,
Eddie's head was in the gutter.
bitch ass.
Eddie just likes those movies where it's like, oh, I'm running. Oh
even-
my gosh,
You-
he's gonna catch me.
No, those are classic too, though. How do you
It-
not
the-
like a good slasher?
Because they're
Yeah,
all.
bro,
they're
I
all
like
the same.
Halloween. Halloween's dope.
Halloween's a classic, bro. Yeah.
I watched all of them.
And he just always lives. It's like we burn the
Always
house
do.
down. Michael's not gonna get out of there. And then it's just like Halloween
He's a
too.
mushroom softball.
What?
He got ashes. on
He's
his
out of
sweater.
there.
No way. He found his
Halloween
way
comes
out.
around every year, bro. Every year. He is Halloween.
He's the demon spirit, bro. When he just comes
No,
back
he's
and kills
not,
people.
dude. He needs to quit playing and give us another Austin Powers.
Is there a better like intro to a song from a movie or anything? I think not. I don't think there's a
Jaws.
more iconic. Oh, you might got me beat there. don't know.
Look at
Uh-huh.
ooh, we're on here thinking.
I don't know.
Star Wars.
I like Star Wars. It's
Indiana
Mm,
Jones.
You see they're making
Yeah.
another Indiana Jones?
yeah.
It already
Yeah.
came out, bro.
Did it?
The newest one?
Yeah,
No
Yeah.
shot.
pretty sure it's out. It comes out like this week, if
it's-
not.
Oh, Eddie's he's backpedaling now.
No, it's definitely out. I
Ask
bet that it is.
Google's.
June 30.
Jake.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it
it's
doesn't get
been
out.
out.
I haven't even seen the first
Oh,
one or
yeah.
the second or however many before this one.
June 30th.
Oh,
You
dude.
said
Yeah.
it's like 5 days.
2 hours and 22 minutes. Damn, that sounds long as fuck.
Harrison Ford's getting his money off of that.
Is it just me or are a lot of these movies doing poorly in the theaters?
Spider-Man did good.
Just
All
certain.
right, I
movies,
take
you
back
know?
what I said.
Dude, honestly, going to the theater, I love the theaters, but going kind of makes me sad because I remember like in high school, you would go lines like to each side of the booth, each side where you buy tickets, like, you
I know I
know,
hated it,
all
dude.
the stands. Dude, I missed it though. It's just like, it
Oh.
was exciting, but now you buy the tickets where you buy the popcorn.
That was part of the
sad,
experience, bro. Waiting in the line, the movie theater.
bro.
Uh-huh.
I
just
remember
don't-
waiting for like Harry Potter. Like we went there like a couple hours early, and there's like huge lines, bro. People dressed up.
Yelling out green screen at the beginning. Green screen.
I
Don't you
remember
get
that.
punched?
I don't know. I
don't
can't
know
remember the
about that.
rules.
I don't remember that.
If you didn't say it first.
We do it with I do it with my kids. I'll just be like, green screen. Nobody
like,
ever
"Dad,
like gets
not that
crazy. Nobody
now."
gets crazy in there. Like, I want the people applauding, like, yeah. Like the Avengers movies, I think were the last ones where that people were like applauding and going crazy.
I was gonna say, when
What?
Captain America got the freaking hammer, everyone went wild. And I was just like, boo!
Eddie's in there hating. Eddie's all salty. He's just like,
He shouldn't pick that hammer up.
I was.
He
so
shouldn't be
this
able to
fucking
do
movie
that.
Sucks.
he shouldn't be able to do that.
I
can
was
see
that
that
guy,
shit.
bro. I was no, he shouldn't be able to do that.
He's like, actually, in the
I
comic
was.
books, the way that it happened was.
I was that guy. I definitely was. I was that guy.
You still are that guy. What are you talking about?
Hey, bro. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm the biggest hater.
Facts. And that's what we've learned here today, folks, is Eddie's the biggest hater. And that's why you should subscribe. Because we need more love in our
hate
life.
friends
Because we have to
about
deal
me.
with him. Hate. So we need more love on your end.
Hate.
All right.
Hate.
Thanks for tuning in. We're getting out of here. We've been talking reckless about, I don't even know, like, we've been in so many directions in this podcast. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to sleep for
We
a little
covered
bit.
a
I
lot
gotta-
of topics. We covered a lot of topics.
I'm gonna be
Briefly.
right in the description. I'm like, yo, what the? Sometimes when I write the description, I'm like, I don't know how we got through this podcast. Clearly, there's no direction that we come up with before. But hey, we appreciate you for getting through this. You know, pray for us. We got Eddie hating on our ass all the time, so we need the love from you. Hit that thumbs up. We'll see y'all next week.
Hmm.
Peace.